Hello, everybody. It's Mindy. Yes, I'm here. Hi. And I have an interesting kind of video for you. It might be more than one video as I get it organized. Anyhow, I thought I would talk about pens. Let's talk about pens for a little while, okay? I've had my share of different pens. Sorry, I'm grabbing a couple more here. One moment. Since starting diamond painting and starting with the little pink pen and all that, it's been a journey with pens. That's all I got to say. It's been a journey with pens. I've tried lots of different things. I have lots of different pens. So we're going to talk about those. Let me start with talking about the very first pen that I got that was not the little pink pen that comes in the kit. Found it on Etsy. This is my very, very first, and man, that squishy on there is grungy and grubby too. My very first pen that I got that was not a pink pen is this one. All right. I found it on Etsy. It was personalized for me. It's got a little M. You see the little bead? It's an M on there. It has drills inside it. It was just like, I don't know, a regular kind of pen that somebody converted to a diamond painting pen. I used this for quite a while. It was a little thicker than the pink pens, so it was a little more comfortable to hold. I liked it. All right. I tried this type of pen that you can get, all over the place, Amazon and wherever. How do you even open the thing? Oh, that end. Again, it's got little shiny, crystally things in the top. I didn't use this one a lot, but it was better than the pink pens, right? A little thicker, a little easier on your hand. I had a couple other varieties I've tried. This one has that wax tip on the end of it, and these work pretty well. This is like a nail pen, really, and that's what this end is for, the little skinny end, like putting gems on nails and stuff. I use this mainly for the wax tip. And then after a bit of time, I really liked the wax tip for special drills and things. But then I got into other things like the pretty placers. I have a bunch of pretty placers. They're well loved, well used. They have a scent to them. This one is raspberry lemonade. I use these quite often, right? Until I found, I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch. Lots of different scents. Okay. How many do I have? I have this many. There's my pretty placers. Okay. I'm putting that in the pen category because I do use them as pens. But then I discovered this type of a wax pencil. And I love these. I really, really, really like these. They work very well for special drills. You can sharpen them with a regular sharpener. You can the pretty placers too, although they're a little fatter. They're a little harder to sharpen. But these, they're wonderful for special drills. All right. Very early on, I also ordered this. I thought, well, let me try this. It was personalized as well. We've got some flowers on there, which I'm sure are just like stickers. A hand-turned wooden pen, right? Personalized with my name on it. I never really used it. It just it's pretty. It's got my name on it. It wasn't something that I really, really liked. All right. Then I kind of got into clay pens. I thought clay pens would be cool. At the time, we were doing retreats. Crashly, Krafts with Crashly. She'd started making clay pens. She taught us how to make clay pens. And I found several creators that made clay pens and sold them. So I have a few. These two, I really like. I use these a lot. And I can't remember the name of the company anymore. I have one left in my giveaway box. And I'm kind of holding on to it. I was buying them she would have like clearance sales, and I would buy a bunch and I'd give them away. Again, these are a pink pen. The pink pen is inside, covered with clay. I liked these. I used these quite often, but I started to learn that with these, if I diamond painted for too long, I don't know, they would heat up and I could actually start to feel them like bend. I guess that's the best word for it. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of that company, and I don't remember the name of this company either. Now, these are thicker than these were. So these were thicker, and I didn't really like the thickness of them, but I have those too. Sorry, I do not remember these companies. They were so long ago. But there's some clay pens. And then I discovered Day by Day Clay and Crochet. And she does clay crochet hooks, but she was also doing diamond painting pens. And I happen to have a small collection. And I started to share these with Crashly because if you know anything about them, they make the canes. So like that little gnome right there, she makes this gnome with lots and lots of clay into like a great big, huge, huge gnome, right? As she builds it up. And then they do this flattening process until they get it down to where they can make little slices out of it. So I started sharing some of these with Crashly as well. There was this one. I think this was the first one I bought from her. Just these rainbow flowers with leaves. And this one was from Day by Day. I have got a couple of crochet hooks from her recently. And then there was this one. So those are the 4 I have from Day by Day, Clay, and Crochet. And I started sharing these with Crashly, and she's like, oh my gosh, she is amazing. Crashly started following her, and Crashly started learning how to do the whole, what am I trying to say? The, what did I just call it? The canes. How you make the canes. All right. So then I got a few from Crashly. This was like one of her first, like with a cane, the mushrooms. So Crashly up to that point was just doing like swirled, stripy kind of patterns. And then she started working on trying some canes, like the little mushroom. Then we got a rose. Still the swirly background with a few roses on there. This was another style that she tried. And I don't know if all of these are hers. Most of them are, I believe. This one I know is, and she made this one for us for our Groovy-a-thon. And this, she adhered these on top. These aren't smooth inside, flat. These little appliques, I'll call them appliques, are, they're raised. It's a pretty pen, but it feels weird in your hand, honestly. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think most of these were hers. This one, pumpkins and swirls. This one was just like a starbursty thing. Don't quote me if they're, I think most of them are Crashly's. This one, I don't know. I can't guarantee it, okay? But these are all clay pens. This one I know is Crashly's. This was another one that was designed specifically for me. The flowers, this is when she really started working on how to make flower canes. And now these are smooth. These are all embedded. Coating on these is interesting. She's got a coating on this, some sort of a, shellac type thing. However, you still feel some texture. Totally different from Day by Day Clay and Crochet. These are the smoothest. They're totally smooth. They feel just like plastic. That's what they feel like. They feel like plastic, kind of. Where these all have a little bumpy texture to them. Then Crashly got into trying something different, a different style. And this was a pen that she made all of us for one of our retreats. Put our names on them. Put a few little, I think they're just stickers in there at this point. Those are not canes. Those are just stickers. Totally different style. This is a resin style. It's still clay, but covered with resin, I believe. So this is like where my diamond painting pen journey started, right? We started over here. First one. Tried all these other types. Tried the clay pens. We got into all that. And then I found out about hand-turned diamond painting pens. And that obsession has not stopped. That obsession has continued, and I have quite a collection now. So we'll get into that next. I got to do a little organizing and sorting, figuring out, I want to find my first pen. I know the first pen I bought, and I know who the first pen was from. I'm afraid I don't know most of the pen's origins, like who turned them, where I got them from. Some I do, some I don't, many I don't. It's just, I would have to have a whole spreadsheet and write them all down to keep track, right? But we'll do that next. That video will be a little longer, but it's been quite an interesting diamond painting pen journey. These, I keep them. I don't use any of these. I just keep them in my tin over here. I pull them out and look at them from time to time, but it's just not the type of pen that I would gravitate towards using any longer. Now it's all about the hand-turned pens. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming soon when I get a minute to film it and get it all organized. Gather up all the pens because they are in multiple places at this point. Gather them up so I can show them to you and see if I can sort them out a little bit, maybe by turners, but I'll give it a shot. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the diamond painting pen journey, and I hope you come back for part 2 when we get to dive into the hand turn. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and I hope you come back and join me for more fun videos. All right, I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.